Canon's TS-E 17mm lens was always one of my favorite lenses. Whether I use it to shoot architecture or landscapes or cityscapes, the results I'm getting from this lens never disappoint. But it's also a fun lens to use because it always pushes me to think creatively, to take my time, to experiment with fresh vantage points, to be very selective about the framing. As such, the TS-E 17, I consider it to be the nicest lens Canon has ever made. It is absolutely essential to my work. Unfortunately though, this lens has one minor flaw, and it stems from the way it is designed. Now, if we remove the lens cap, the front element looks like a bulb, and it sticks way past the edge of the lens, and that makes it impossible to mount any kind of filter on it. Here's the thing. Every professional photographer will carry some sort of a filter in his camera bag, and for a very good reason. Because neutral density filter, for example, extends the exposure time during the bright daylight, which is not possible any other way. And it is extended exposure time that gives you this beautiful looking seascape, or a very smooth surface of the lake, or a very silky looking waterfall. It is circular polarizer that enables you to punch the colors of all the greenery and darken the sky. It just makes everything look a lot better when you use it. And if you can't, for whatever reason, with your favorite lens, it's obviously very disappointing, which was my case with this beautiful lens, at least until now. Meet the S5 holder system designed especially for Canon TS-E 17mm lens, and it is great. Like all NiSi products, the S5 holder system is a high-quality product. That goes without saying. It's made of CNC machined anodized aluminum and certain parts which are made of stainless steel. The system is comprised of two separate elements. The first element here at the bottom is the adapter ring, which takes the circular polarizers, and this is the part that gets mounted directly onto the lens. The second part is the one that takes square filters. In fact, it takes two stacked 150mm filters. The whole system comes supplied in this very nice looking pouch. It has the front pocket, and the front pocket is where the circular polarizer is stowed. And at the back, there's a strap which allows you to mount the pouch onto the tripod leg, so that it doesn't just hang around on the floor or anywhere else where you'd want to step on it. This is very handy when you're on location. How exactly do we mount a filter adapter onto the lens that's not really designed to hold any filters? It turns out it's a lot simpler than you think. Now, if you look at the front element of this lens, the bulbous element, Canon designed a lens cap that looks like a sort of a cup that sort of cups the front element, protecting it from getting scratched or damaged in any other way. There's a little metal lip that runs along the edge, and this exactly is where the filter adapter gets mounted. And the way you mount it is very simple. You just place it over the lens until it snaps. After that, you turn it about 90 degrees to the right until you can no longer turn it. And then you're going to find that there's a lock-in pin beneath. You turn it a few times, and that's it. The filter adapter is now safely mounted onto the lens. At this point, you can mount the circular polarizer on top of it. Just make sure you hold the rotation knob. If not, the rotation knob is going to spin while you're trying to screw the filter on. So you hold the knob and turn it. That's it. Circular polarizer is now mounted onto the adapter. So if all you wanted to do was shoot with a circular polarizer, you're now good to go. If not, you have to mount also the square filter holder, which you simply place on top of the bigger mount, pull the pin out on the side until it locks, wiggle it, make sure that it's holding, and this is secure. After that, you can use any filter, like a gradient ND, slot it into the thread, push it down, and that's it. Now, aside from the fact that the S5 holder system is designed specifically for this very exotic lens, what I really like about it particularly is that it allows me to adjust the circular polarizer independently from the filter in front of it. This is the only filter on the market that I know of that allows you to do that. I've had holders in the past which would basically force me to rotate the filter, circular polarizer, together with the gradient, and that would often lead to the results which I did not want. With the S5, this is no longer the problem, and yeah, this is another reason why I like it very, very much. So that's it. I think by now you should be able to operate this system by yourself. In the next episode, I'll take you to a location, and it's going to be a carefully chosen one because it's going to be just the kind of location that this lens was made for. I will show you what else you can do with it when you combine it with a circular polarizer or any other filter that I think would be good to use. So do make sure that you subscribe to my channel so that you don't miss it. And thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you next time.